Bada bing, bada boo.
Here is a full recap on the 12-hour-long cross-examination of Cassie Ventura. I think that the cross-examination of Cassie Ventura is, if you can even believe it, more emotional than her direct testimony. Before Cassie enters the courtroom, the energy is very interesting. Sean Combs walks into the courtroom. He's wearing this sandy-colored sweater with a collared shirt. He looks anxious, but not in the bad way. Like, that's the best way we can describe him. When the jurors walk in and Sean Combs is nodding, his body is fully turned towards them, and near his hip height, he has both of his hands near his waist, and he's slowly rubbing his hands back and forth. So a lot of people say that sometimes the cross-examination of a very important witness in a criminal case is the most important thing. Attorney Ana Estevello is the one doing the cross-examination of Cassie Ventura. Cassie walks in. The third day and the fourth day, she shows up in blazers for the cross-examination. Good morning, Miss Ventura. Good morning. You and Sean were in love for 11 years, right? That's her first question. Yeah. During that time, you loved him? I did, yes. And you believed that he loved you as well? Yes. So to make him happy, you told him that you wanted to do freak-offs, right? No, there's a lot more to that. I'm sure we'll get there. So there are a lot of text messages brought into evidence from the defense, and they start off a bit more normal and get more intense as they're released. In one text thread, Combs texts Cassie, "It makes me so happy that you would fly to Atlanta just to see me. I'm truly a lucky man. Love you, missing you, can't wait to hold you." Estevello has Cassie read her messages out loud in the courtroom. "I'm a very lucky woman," smiley face. "I'm a very lucky woman. I miss you so much. I'd fly wherever you needed me, whenever. I love you, Cass." And they're just rapidly going through these text messages, just normal conversations, maybe trying to establish that it was a normal relationship. One message, Combs texts Cassie, "I love you so much, it makes me cry." Then another one, Cassie texts Combs, "Going to sleep now so it can be tomorrow faster and you can be home. I love you." Another one from Combs to Cassie, "I miss you already." "Me too." "When do you want to freak off? LOL." "LOL, I'm just going up to change and put my ring on. I just picked it up. I'm always ready to freak off. LOL. Combs, at this point, is leaning in. His body is a lot more towards Estevello and the jurors this time. August 7th, 2009. Cassie says that the two of them are texting about planning a freak off. Cassie texts Combs, "Me too. I just want it to be uncontrollable. I can't wait to watch you. I want you to get real hot." She responds, "I can't wait to stare at some big black." Another text thread that is exchanged between Cassie and Combs a few days before the Intercontinental Hotel incident. So this is them preparing for a freak-off in the Intercontinental.
What?
Cassie messages Combs, "I want to spend time with my baby." "Okay, well, let me know either way so I can plan my night. Love you so much. You look so sexy today." "Hello? Well, hit me when you have time." "Thank you, baby. I love you so much, and you look so sexy today." "So what are you planning to do so I can plan the rest of my night?" "Baby, I want to FO so bad, but I don't want to fuck myself up. What am I to do?" With the messages up, Estevello says, because at this point, he's asking you what you want to do, right? This is the message at the top where you say, "Baby, I want to FO so bad, but I don't want to fuck myself up. What am I to do?" Right? Yep. In another text thread, it's Combs texting Cassie, "You know we have to have a proper FO without no K. Ketamine. I need to get it out of my head. I hate ketamine. So you let me know when. Please don't be mad and think that's all I want to do. It's just the K. A successful FO is when we remember and don't be fiending to do it the right way again. I won't bring it up again until you're in that mood and I'll fly Dave in." Cassie responds, "I'm fine, just trying to get my life back organized." "Yeah, I know, right? I'm sorry. I feel like it's my fault that we rush back into shit. I'm praying on us. Love is so hard sometimes. We both got to get back on track or we'll never get shit done. I want you to know that I realize what's going on. We're at a great place." Anytime a new text message thread is shown, it just seems like a good chunk of the times Combs will literally physically lift his butt up out of his chair so that he can sit at the edge of his seat, lean onto the table, put his glasses on, and read the text from the evidence screen. The kids, they're like smiling, they're giggling like the teacher just stepped out of the room. And then eventually Sean Combs will look back at his three sons and they're smiling and nodding at each other. There is this very awkward moment during a recess where everyone walks back in and Cassie's husband walks in and appears that, so my researcher and I both clocked it, him and Sean Combs make prolonged eye contact. I would even consider it glaring, and so much is said through that look, nothing great, but immediately after, Brian Steele and Mark Agnifilo start comforting Sean Combs like he just saw the boogeyman. The defense pulls up an exhibit, a text message from October 14th, 2007. We've only really had 1 week of each other just together, and I can say that it's been the best and worst. I've never felt so loved, safe, and empowered since we've come together. When I'm with you, I feel like I'm your woman and no one else's. I feel protected when I'm in your arms and so comfortable that I can sleep and not worry about anything. You are one of the sweetest, most sincere people I've met in a long time, and I cannot express enough how grateful I am that you've chosen to be a part of my life. I don't want to rush things, but I can't help but sit with you and dream up a beautiful future together. Who knew I'd fall so fast? You make me feel like I can do anything, and that's real. On the other hand, you're constantly weary of me. I'm sneaky. I never seem to make the right decisions to you. I'm a spoiled brat. I'm dramatic, disrespectful, and some reason you don't trust me. It always goes back to, well, maybe Carrie would have been the better one to go after, since I've witnessed you more than once, you realizing that she's way better fitting for you than I am. It's hard for me to handle that, as I feel like I've given so much of myself in this short time, but whatever, I can take it. I'm guessing there will always be something negative. I don't know, I really don't. I'm hurt that you think that I'm a malicious person. The dinner I went to last night was definitely bad timing, but it had been planned before all the drama things had to be handled. Just like how you have to handle your business. I never step on your toes when it comes to handling yours. I'm about to get on this plane, and I'm sad, mad, frustrated, and hurt that you just don't feel like I'm the right one. I really do love you, and I hope to just be able to learn what it is you want in a woman and give it to you. You're very important, and I hope you know that. Cass. In another message, Estevao is trying to prove that Cassie loves freak-offs, with Cassie texting Combs, I'm just gonna lay by the pool for some fun if it's cool. Wish we could have FO'd before you left. My period is over. Sad face. Later, Cassie mentions that sometimes if she had a big event coming up, like her movie premiere, she would offer a freak-off as pre-damage control. Estevao also points out a text thread of them talking about an FO for later that night, which Combs texts asking, can we kiss tonight? A lot. To which Cassie responds, yes, which goes back to her direct. She said she hated kissing during freak-offs. He says, what are you doing? Where are you at? At Hustler, about to check out, trying to find something to impress you. LOL, you? Great, go to hotel. Okay, how long you think you're gonna be? To which Estevao asks Cassie, and in this exchange so far, you have not said no, right? Correct. So they're trying to prove she had access to the blackmail material that she was supposedly very scared of. They're trying to argue that she initiated and never said no to the freak-offs. And now they're trying to bring in jealousy, which was a huge part of their defense opening statement. Another one from July 2nd, 2013. By this point, they have been together for a good amount of time. She texts him, as much as you think that you're Bruce Willis, you aren't. He's married, and before he was married, the family as a whole went on trips together. Or just him and his woman. Eddie Murphy and Paige took his kids away on their own. He didn't go with his ex because that's not who he's in love with. I've been at the edge of tears this whole week. I don't think that you sympathize with my feelings. I understand you feeling like you need to protect your children, but after a while, it's like, for what? They've never known you and Kim to be together unless there's something I just don't know about. They were babies when we started dating. If Chance can go away with her dad and not her mom, I think the other kids can too. The more time that goes by, the harder it is to understand. I'm here, I'm ready to be that woman, and I'm in a constant fight because you won't ever allow it. This isn't what I want. I can't be that woman this way. I'm bracing myself for pictures that are going to break my heart. That's where my head is at. Mr. Combs texts back, man, I'm going to spend time with my kids. I'm sorry you feel that way. I won't let no pictures be taken. She responds, well, I hope that you enjoy the kids. I don't trust that after the type of sexual relationship you've had with me, you had with her and have in the recent past. Today I texted you that I wish we could have FO'd before you left, by the way. I think this part is just sad, but all good. That was what I didn't get to say. I'm done venting. Thank you for hearing me out somewhat. Hope you don't shut your phone down like you said you were going to. That would really break my heart. Another text message chain reads, Combs starts off by first saying, the things I want to do for you and to you, I want to be nasty for you. I want to do what you want me to do. I want to make you finish more than you've ever finished. I want you to feel safe to let go. I like that. I want it, and I want to give you the same. I just think that I have to trust you beyond just being sexual. Do you know what I mean? In order for me to be more open with the things we do in bed, I need to feel safe, like home, like this is my husband, and this is the only man that will ever see this aggressive sexual side of me. The last time was a mistake, but since has made me feel a little dirty and grimy as opposed to sensual and spontaneous. That's the only reason why I go back and forth in my mind with wanting and not wanting to do it. When we used to freak off when we were so in love, there were no questions asked. It felt right. Like it literally made sense for the next step of our sex life together. I get nervous that I'm becoming the girlfriend that you get your fantasies off with, and that's that. I don't get the other part anymore, at least. Estevao even brings up that Combs once left a Freakoff in a hotel room with Cassie to go see Kim Porter in another room. Were you jealous of Miss Porter? I had some jealousy of Miss Porter, yeah. And do you recall a time in April 2014 when you learned of someone named Gina? Gina is an ex-girlfriend of Sean Combs. Cassie says she found out through social media. And what was your reaction to that? I was really upset. Cassie says that Sean just denied it to some extent. And in fact, he did not break it off with Gina, as you were led to believe, right? Yeah. And did that upset you? At the time, yeah. Was Gina the main problem in your relationship? I would say so. A few months later, Combs texts Cassie. I said, answer the question. What am I doing? What am I doing disrespectful in the picture? So clearly, Cassie is upset about some sort of picture. And he said, what am I doing that's disrespectful? You're making me look like a side piece, and that is not what I thought I was. And you won't come to bullshit. We'll all have a great time because for 2013, I'm not on any okie dokie bull. It is what it is. I am who I am to you, and I'm clear. We'll have a good time no matter what. I'm having a ball. I'll be happy with you no matter what. I'll treat you as a king no matter what. They also try to argue that she's a very strong, capable, independent woman, which was said controversially in the defense opening statement, with Estevao asking questions like, at the time you were a very successful 21-year-old, right? I was trying, yeah. What accomplishments had you already achieved by the time you were 21? Cassie says she had a pretty good first successful album. She's like, it did well, I think. We have a plaque. You had a very popular song that were well known at the time. Yeah. And people wanted to know you and get to know you. Yeah. And you've been modeling for some time? Yes. And you're very beautiful and charming? Question mark? Like, that was a really random, and she says, thank you. And everyone in the courtroom starts really awkwardly laughing. They also try to highlight that Cassie did have relationships outside of Combs. So they start bringing up Kid Cudi. They start bringing up the fact that he learned about that connection during a freak-off. Did you feel justified in cheating on him with Mr. Muscati because of Mr. Combs's infidelities? I could have, possibly, I don't know. I think that the defense here is trying to establish a pattern of cheating from both sides. They also bring up the fact that she was in South Africa filming a movie called Honey 3, and that's when she started dating Michael B. Jordan. Do you remember the occasion when he suspected of you dancing with Chris Brown? I do. Oh. I do, but I was not. He thought you were, right? I don't know. Now, Cassie was really collected for like her 12-hour cross-examination. There are parts where she would be waiting and awkwardly kind of smiling at Estevao. She seemed very genuine. Like, she wasn't like throwing daggers at Estevao. When it was quiet, she would just kind of awkwardly sit there and smile. Cassie's cousin was in the row in front of us, so her whole, her attorneys, and then you had Alex Vine, her brother, and her cousin. I could see her face pretty clearly, and I wrote this down. We observed that whenever Cassie had these slightly smarter responses to Estevao, her cousin would smile up at her. Like, most of the time she was not smiling. During the direct, so this is with the prosecutors, Cassie explains that she had started freaking out at one moment in the timeline because she was texting Sean, I need you to call me ASAP. Sean's responding, I called, pick up, when did he say he saw it, how long ago, ask him what did the room look like, etc. Girl, you need to act like you need to get this info. So Cassie's explaining, I was in Atlantic City hosting a party with new management company. While we were out, somebody that I was working with mentioned that they had seen a sexually explicit video of me, and immediately my thoughts went to a Freakoff video, so I reached out to Sean. Combs is texting her, you gotta tell him this is your life and this is serious. Ask him, who kid, bring it up. So that's a DJ. Did he say, hey, look, I got this video with Cassie? The natural question Soojin would have asked is, how did he get the footage and what is he planning on doing with it? You gotta tell him this is your life and this is serious. But like, he's saying, you tell him this is your life. Like, you got to do something about this. But he's like putting pressure on her for sure. Which later it's revealed that Cassie even asked Sean if they should take Soojin hostage. They play an audio clip, a recording that Cassie took herself. A lot of people were shocked by the audio clip. Can you set the scene for us in terms of what's going on in this audio recording? Where are you? I believe we're in Atlantic City. I just hosted a set of parties the night before. In the recording, you hear Soojin asking Cassie to come to one of his events. He offers to pay her. Cassie says, "You don't have to pay me for me to come. What I need to talk to you about is the video of me." Soojin reveals that he has it, and Cassie sounds genuinely heartbroken. She says, "You have it? Why wouldn't you show me?" And then she's like, "I would have shown you if I had a video of you." "Wait, what do you mean you have it?" And then he's just like, "Haha, yeah, because I never want to see it again." And she's like, "No, you have to show me." And he's like, "No." Later she expresses, "No, I will kill you. I will cut you. I will bury you in the fucking dirt. I will kill you. And he will kill you again. And I'm gonna kill you because you're fucking with me in my life right now. I'm gonna fuck you and I'm gonna kill you and it's not gonna be me. There's not gonna be blood on my hands." A lot of people went online to describe it as menacing, as a voice we've never heard before. I think it was shocking in the moment. There was impact. I just felt it was a very desperate response considering the circumstances. Have you ever witnessed Mr. Combs expressing concern about these videos being released? Yes. And Mr. Combs always supported you in not wanting these videos to come out and prevented these videos from coming out. Yes. But this is the part where they confirm there was an escort that you met named Mr. Jonathan Odie a few times, right? Yeah. At some point you understood that he'd taken a secret video of you and Mr. Combs that he had at a Freakoff, right? I thought he did, yeah. When you found out about that, you spent some amount of time, several months, trying to make sure that it went away, right? I did not. Mr. Combs did. Yeah. Because remember, there is an agreement circulating that Jonathan Odie received $5 million in exchange for signing an NDA. You don't know if he threatened to release the video? I don't remember. You just remember learning that he had a video. I was in the room with him and I saw the phone up, and so I told Sean about it right after. One text message thread from June 2017 reads, "From Cassie to Combs. The game starts at 10 p.m. No texting after this. Create a character that you will be that is nothing like who you really are, and so will I. Different name, different occupation, different style of dress, different background story. We cannot break character until 8 a.m. When you see me, I am no one you have ever met before. I'm not Cassie, and you're not Sean, Puff, Diddy, Mr. C, etc. LOL. Example, pilot, doctor, author, professor, or whatever you decide. We do not know each other. Then it goes on with this game." So the whole purpose of this game, Cassie explains, is that she just wanted to rekindle the romance. I think the defense is trying to establish, they're trying to say that maybe this is her proposing something else to rekindle their relationship, and it seems like they're trying to connect it with Freakoffs as, like, they're a very experimental couple, is I think the vibe that they're trying to set. There's another text message thread that's entered into evidence from 2012. Sean texts Cassie, "What do you want to do tonight?" "I don't know. What are the options? Am I meeting you in the Hamptons or will we be in the city?" "In city, whatever your heart desires." "Well, I get in kind of late. We can just go to bed. You'll probably be tired." "I doubt that. I'm going to sleep on the plane. LOL. So what do you want to do, woman? And no, I'm not asking you to FO. I want to know what you want to do. Get something to eat, smoke, take a walk." He says that there's a party tonight. I'm horny as fuck also, but the way, and please sleep on the plane, smiley face, and it looks like I have off tomorrow and I need some Valium, which there's a pack in my top drawer. She doesn't respond. He texts hello. He just briefly says, "Let's go out and have some carefree fun. We will play it by ear. When are you on your period? What's carefree fun?" "I'm skipping it, just taking it as it comes." "Are you on it now?" "No." "Good. Are you horny?" "Yes." "How horny?" "What you be thinking about when you're horny?" Cassie responds, "I think about the way you're on top of me and the way you look at me and talk to me like that. I love looking up at you and hearing you moan." He responds, "You like it when I moan. I'm a moan more for you, just for you." "I love it, LOL. That's what I really think about. I love the way you talk to me when you're on top." She does not mention, "I love jumping into a gallon of baby oil in hotel rooms with strangers." She mentions her relationship with Mr. Combs, which she, again, said in the direct. Esteveo asks Cassie, "And that's how you felt at the time, that you loved Freakoffs when you were both into it, correct?" I would say that loving Freakoffs were just words at this point. Well, those were words that you said to Mr. Combs, correct? Those are texts, yes. In this text message, Mr. Combs says to you, "I want to freak off right now." How do you respond? "LOL, me too. Well, I want to have fun with you." That's you telling Mr. Combs that you want to have a freak off right now, correct? That is me agreeing to it in the first message, and the second one is me establishing I want to have fun with him. The defense opening statement, Tenny Garagos brings up that Combs did indeed have a bad temper that was, quote, "when he drank or did the wrong drugs, he got violent." She continues, "Combs' violent outbursts, often fueled by alcohol, jealousy, and drugs, might have warranted domestic violence charges, but not sex trafficking and racketeering counts." with Estevao repeating questions and circling back and bringing more questions about drugs. There were points in your relationship when he was heavily dependent on opioids, right? We both were. There were points. You said before that you witnessed him withdraw from opioids, right? Based on those experiences, how did his mood change during the withdrawal? I haven't thought about it in a while. I'm also not a doctor. Your serotonin levels are definitely messed up after you party and take certain pills. So coming off of them, yeah, you'd be pretty irritated. And did you ever call each other get high partners? We did. They bring up a text message that Cassie sends Combs after the Intercontinental Hotel incident. When you get fucked up in the wrong way, you always want to show me that you have the power and you knock me around. I'm not a rag doll, I'm someone's child. When you say, when you get fucked up in the wrong way, you meant that he took too many drugs, right? I meant that he was out of control. Do you remember when Mr. Combs overdosed in February 2012? Now, Cassie says something that has the internet kind of in a tailspin. Was that around the time Whitney Houston died? Yes. So there are speculations that there was this massive party and perhaps they all used the same like Hollywood drug dealers but he had apparently overdosed and he went to a hospital. Then they bring up a message that Combs sent to Cassie, which is August 21st, 2018, that reads, from Cassie to Combs, hit me when you can, heart emoji. And then he responds, I know I look bad to you. I could tell I didn't turn you on yesterday. I fell off, but I'm about to get my shit together. Estevao states that in the April 2025 meeting with prosecutors, Cassie told them that the alleged R-word incident happened August of 2018. You saw Mr. Combs the day before this message, right? I think so, I'm not sure. So the insinuation being that the text messages were sent around the time of the alleged R-word. They bring up other texts from September 12th, 2018, where Cassie texts him, landed safe, how's yoga treating you? I'm assuming now it's safe to date, let me know. Then another text message from September 26, 2018. So this would be a month after the alleged R-word. I don't want to have a conversation where you break up with me again. This is Sean to Cassie. I need you to love me. I need to love you. I do love you. I would just prefer not being one of your girlfriends anymore. I need to hold you. Let's get up tomorrow night. I'll do studio from like 6:30 until 9:30. Can I hold you or are you just going to break up with me some more? We already did that. Is that a yes? Can I hold you? We can embrace, LOL. LOL, good to know that you still have a sense of humor. I can't wait to see you, Cassie. I can't wait to see you too. Yay. I wasn't trying to upset you. I promise I'm not being mean. I'm embracing my sanity. People have access and just showing up to the house really has me fucked up. We don't even have to talk about it. That's just not what I need right now. Right? If I can't know where you live, that's too far for me. If you want to be away from me like that, we don't have to deal with each other on any level. That's too far for me. Live your life. Whatever you need will be done as promised. That's too far. I don't know what to say. I'm choosing my sanity over everything. Today would be the first time we're seeing each other in person in a long time. I'm so peaceful right now. I want to keep it. I'm finally sleeping well and gained weight. I don't think you understand how those two small things have made the hugest difference. So the defense argues that September 27, 2018, Cassie sees Combs, but Estevao says, and when you saw him that night, did you have sexual activity with him? I did. So Cassie did mention during her direct that she was R-worded August, and then she did have another encounter with him where she did consent. And that night when you were having intercourse with him, did you receive a FaceTime call? I did. And did you answer that call? No. Did you recognize the caller ID to be your now husband? So at this point, she and Alex Fine were dating. I did. And Mr. Combs noticed this call, right? Yep. And this was in the middle of your evening with Mr. Combs, correct? And your now husband didn't know that you were with Mr. Combs at the time, correct? I don't know what he knew at that point. I don't know. Your husband learned of your sexual intercourse with Mr. Combs, right? Right. And you told him that Mr. Combs R-worded you, right? Right. And when your husband learned about it, he punched a wall, right? I believe so. And they're almost insinuating that she comes up with this R-word story in that moment to kind of de-escalate perhaps a big relationship fight with this new boyfriend of hers. Another message is entered into evidence sent from Cassie to Combs on November 19th, 2018, after Kim Porter's memorial service. I didn't just leave you, I said goodbye a few times. I want to be there for you, but needed to get to Grandma. My flight was delayed, so I'm taking off now. I need to be real with you. I know how crazy and painful this all is. And you want my support, but you've compared me to Gina the other day and the babysitter, whom he's allegedly sleeping with at the time. And there's last night, and you posted that Kim was your soulmate. What was the 11 years all about? 11 consistent years. I know you're going through a lot, but that hurt my feelings. I love you, but I'm going to my family right now. I'll probably make it Saturday with my dad. I'll hit KK, Christina Coram, the chief of staff. Hit me if you need me. Love you. So Estevao and what they've been arguing since the defense opening statement is that Cassie did not leave Sean Combs because she realized that he was abusive and that he R-worded her. They're trying to argue that her final straw in leaving was that he called Kim Porter his soulmate online. So they start reading text messages from Combs to Cassie, checking on you, seeing how you're doing, hope you're well. Sending you love and light, hope you're well. Congratulations, Cass, I'm truly happy for you. You're gonna make a beautiful mother, God bless. This one, Cassie does respond. Thank you, God bless. Sending you love and light, hope all is well. I had a dream about you last night, shaking my head. What a difference a year makes. Really happy for you. Have a blessed day, just sending love. Later, he sends another one. Congratulations, I'm really happy for you. I know you're so happy. You deserve it, love. Then in March 2020, he texts, miss my best friend. Hope you are well. Frankie is so beautiful, love. Miss you too, and thank you. Hope you're taking care of yourself and the family as well. Thank you so much for responding. It really means a lot, more than you know. I'm so happy for you. The kids are good. Mom is good. I hope your family is well also. I miss you guys. Sending you nothing but love and light always. Please know I'm always here if you need me. Cassie responds, I've been reflecting a lot, like a lot. The turns of life are so crazy, but I'm happy everyone is good. It has definitely been rough without your friendship. I pray for a day that I can sit down with you and let you know all the things I've reflected on. You were there for me throughout everything. You were my ride or die. I've got nothing but love for you always. My heart is filled with joy to know that you don't hate me, and I hope you're taking care of you also. I thank God for the time that we had together, and you're one of the greatest women in the world. Don't ever forget that, love. Sorry, I needed a second to gather my thoughts. The things you said blew my mind a bit. First, I don't hate you. I never have. I wouldn't be at this beautiful point in my life without having been with you. I definitely think of the day to sit down and just talk because I know that we need closure, understanding. Holmes says, tears of joy. I don't even know what to say, but I'll always love you, and one day I hope you can forgive me. I pray for the day we can have closure, but most important, talk. We're honestly lucky to be alive. We went hard. God was really watching over us. You deserve the world. I'm happy you found someone that loves you the way you deserve to be loved and respected. Please let me know when is a good time to get together, and I'll make myself available. Please know I send this message with all respect for your marriage. Be well and never forget who you are. Love. She responds, we are honestly lucky to be alive. And there is this part where it's kind of confusing. Estevao is trying to say at that point in the timeline. It's unclear if she's saying at that point in the timeline or right now, but she says, and you still don't hate him now, right? And Cassie says, I don't hate him. And Combs shakes his head side to side. In fact, you still have love for him? I have love for the past and what it was. The defense closes their cross-examination with the text message. Want to freak off one last time tonight? This is what Combs texts Cassie in 2012. They break up in 2018. Want to freak off one last time tonight? What? You can't read? Cassie responds, I don't want to freak off for a last time. I want it to be the first time for the rest of our lives. Anna Estevao says, I have no further questions. And she walks off the podium. Prosecutor Johnson does the redirect. She comes in and she seems a little bit upset about the cross, okay? Because a lot of jurors are furiously taking notes when Johnson comes in for the redirect. Even Combs is taking notes on his pad on his lap. Her voice feels animated compared to the past 12 hours with Anna Estevao, which, yeah. You say, I want to see you, but I'm emotional right now. I can't do one last time. I'd rather not at all. So that's context to the question, the text message thread that the cross just ended with. Throughout your relationship with Sean, were there periods where Sean was kind and loving? Yeah. Did those periods ever last? No. What are some of the ways Sean's mood affected you? I mean, they affected my whole life, my career, how I felt about myself, my self-worth, yeah. Throughout your entire 11-year relationship with Sean, who did you want to have sex with? I wanted it to be with him, just him. Was there anyone else you wanted to have intimate relations with? Not at the time. Prosecutor Johnson also shows that in one of the texts that Cassie is expressing wanting to do freak-offs, Combs had texted her, you're supposed to be seducing me all day. Why didn't you get to do many of the things you wanted to do for work? Because I had a whole other job. What was that whole other job? It's basically a sex worker. Motion to strike. So the judge does grant the motion to strike, which means jurors should disregard the last answer. Do you have any doubt that Combs R-worded you? No. How much money did Sean pay you to settle the lawsuit? $20 million. Would you give that money back if that meant you never had to have freak-offs? This is probably the most emotional part of her testimony. I'd give that money back if it means I never had to do freak-offs. If I never had to have freak-offs, I would have agency and autonomy, and I wouldn't have to work so hard to get it back. And this is like, my researchers and I saw the same thing. A member of the defense team looks over at another member of the defense team and basically rolls their eyes. Combs is frozen as a statue. How many times did Sean insist you have a freak-off when you still had a UTI? All the time, frequently. And did Sean beat you during freak-offs? Yes. Once or more than once? More than once. How did you feel during the freak-offs when Sean beat you? Worthless, just like dirt, like I didn't matter to him, like I was nothing, like absolutely nothing. What concerns did you have, if any, about saying no to freak-offs? I was worried for my safety, I was worried for my career, but I was also in love with him, so I worried that he wouldn't want to be with me anymore. No further questions at this time. Estevao is back on the podium and she asks, you stated on the redirect that you did not have any additional lawsuits other than your suit against Mr. Combs, right? Right. Did you make a demand on the Intercontinental? I did. Do you anticipate receiving some settlement in that case of matter? I do. How much do you expect to receive? I don't know the exact number. Can you provide an estimate? I think it would be 10 million, maybe. It was like a mic drop moment. And like the energy shifted in the courtroom and it felt like something that Cassie was trying to hide, even though I don't think that's the case. But the way that it was brought up made it feel like that in that moment.
So like it almost like this should have been brought up way earlier. Yes.
Okay. So that's why a lot of people are upset. It's not the fact that she sued them and got $10 million. It's the fact that it was revealed by the defense attorneys in the Recross. Yeah. They took everybody off guard. They took Cassie off guard and it made it seem like a dirty secret, even though technically it probably is not. After that, the witness is off the stand. Cassie is walked away out of the courtroom with her husband, attorneys, brother, and cousin following after her. And after that, Sean Combs does prayer hands and hugs Anna Estevao. Outside the federal courthouse, Doug Wichter, the attorney for Cassie and Alex Fine, give a statement. Cassie and her husband's statement. Cassie says through her attorney, "This week has been incredibly challenging, yet profoundly empowering and healing for me. I hope that my testimony has provided strength and a voice to fellow survivors, encouraging others who have faced similar struggles to speak out and begin their healing process. For me, as I continue to heal, I find that I can recall more, and with each memory, I am reminded that I will never forget. I wish to extend my thanks to my family and advocates for their steadfast support, and I'm thankful for the kindness and encouragement I've received. I'm relieved to close this chapter of my life as I shift my focus to the conclusion of my pregnancy. I kindly request privacy for myself and my growing family." Cassie's husband, Alex, also made a statement through their attorney. "Over the past 5 days, the world has gotten to witness the strength and bravery of my wife freeing herself of her past. There has been speculation online surrounding how it must feel for me to sit there and listen to my wife's testimony. I have felt so many things sitting there. I have felt tremendous pride and overwhelming love for Cass. I felt profound anger that she has been subjected to sitting in front of a person who tried to break her. So to him and all of those who helped him along the way, please know this, you did not. You did not break her spirit, nor her smile that lights up every room. You did not break the soul of a mother who gives the best hugs and plays the silliest games with our little girls. You did not break the woman who has made me a better man. I did not save Cassie, as some have said. To say that is an insult to the years of painful work that my wife has done to save herself. Cassie saved Cassie. She alone broke free from abuse, coercion, violence, and threats. She did the work of fighting the demons that only a demon himself could have done to her. All I have done is love her as she has loved me. Her life is now surrounded by love, laughter, and our family. This horrific chapter is forever put behind us, and we will not be making additional statements. We appreciate all the love and support we have received, and we ask that you respect our privacy as we welcome our son into a world that is now safer because of his mom." And that is the final part of Cassie's testimony. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.